So I just got back from my travels yesterday. I was visiting family and I had a whole plan of what I was going to do while I was away, and I was going to be very productive. And some of those things I did do, some of those things I very much did not do. One of the things that I didn't do was read. And part of that was because there were things with family and whatever that ended up making things impossible. Either I had time, but I wasn't in the right brain space to read, or I didn't have time and I was out and about doing tasks and whatnot. So I kind of have to accept the fact that none of my reading goals were done for January. But if I take stock at the things that I did do, the people that I did see, the ones that I care about that I was able to say goodbye to, it is okay. And I like making goals for myself. I encourage goal setting. I don't encourage your goals to be anything particular, but I do like having something to shoot for. I do encourage other people to have something to look forward to. Life right now is really tough, and there's a lot of very scary things that are being shown in the news, not counting the scary things that might be in your own head and the reality of what you're going through, the reality of what I'm going through. So it's nice to have something that I can look forward to, regardless of whether or not I actually achieve them. It's just nice to be like, oh, there's this thing. I look forward to that. I look forward to being able to sit down with a book or stand around with a book or whatever the case is. So I'm calling mulligan, I think is the proper term for, I think that's the golf term. You can tell me in the comments. So I'm calling that. And I am going to try to finish the books that I had last month. I'm going to try to do that. Because I did start them. It did happen. When I traveled, I wasn't able to accomplish anything. But they are partially done. The thing that I have to admit to is that I'm adding to that a book for book club. Now, I don't know what that book is because I missed the last book club meeting from traveling. So I'm not really sure what was chosen, but I have that as well that I'm going to be reading. So this is kind of a video for me to, not that you need to hear it from me, but to get something honest out there. You know, there's a lot of things on social media and there's a lot of things on whatever, talking about winners, talking about the people that overachieve and are the way they are. And all the power to them if that's the way things are. But for the majority of us, that is not the way things are. And I just want to show you what it's like to make goals and be okay that you don't reach them. It's okay. It's okay if you don't have anything to show for a month. I did some stuff that I can show, but I did a hell of a lot more that I can't show. things that matter to people, things that matter to relationships, things that matter in all sorts of ways, and they don't have physical things to show for them. They don't have a capitalistic monet, monetarily, mon, they don't have a cash value, and that still has value. That's still important to me. I'm glad I did those things. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing and whatever you're capable of, it's good enough. You are good enough and you have value. Whether or not you finish a book, whether or not you're able to go outside, whether or not you can actually sit and open the drapes and all those things, whether or not you've tried and you failed at something. And that's another thing. Let's talk about the word failed. I'm not sure that concept even exists other than a binary equipment test or something like that. Because yes, I want to say I don't make my goals for January. Yeah, I very much did not. There is no argument to those. You know, there were certain things that I wanted to get done that I just didn't get done. And I can measure that. But that doesn't mean that I myself failed. What I'm taking from that is if I'm going to be traveling and it's going to be emotionally charged, that maybe that's not the time to make big goals. Even though I think that having some kind of escape during that time is a good thing, the goal itself just adds to the labor of that time. And maybe I should just not. So that's something that I'm thinking through and something I'm feeling through. For this month, I'm going to be reading the books from last month. I know I said that already. I don't have any new goals. I will be watching the movies as usual. I will be posting some craft stuff, some other stuff as usual. So that's going to happen. Everything else, I guess, is going to be the same. It's just the reading part that's going to be last month's in continuation. And that's okay. I didn't get to read those. I was looking forward to them. I'm still looking forward to them. They were still books on my to be read that I want to get through. And I look forward to talking to you about them. So wherever you are and however you find yourself today, I hope you're having the best day. And with that, I will talk to you later.